Good morning. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream here for interest rates and crypto, baby. Let's go. What's up, baby? Do me a favor, smash that like button. What is Jerome going to do today? We don't know. Push us up in the old algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you like being here. And just as a reminder, we do start at the 5-minute mark. Now, we actually have quite a bit of news for you guys today, which is nice because honestly, guys, the news has been kind of dry as of late. But of course, this is a big deal, right? For what the hell is going to happen? Pretty much going on with inflation, maybe cryptocurrency prices, maybe it's all stock prices. But here's the thing: what we are noticing, right? If you ever smash the like button, guys, we're at 15 likes. Is that the cryptocurrency market may be decoupling from the traditional markets, which this means this may not even matter. In fact, if this gets worse, maybe cryptocurrency pumps, right? Say, for example, maybe we raise the interest rates and then the regular stock market reacts negatively. Maybe cryptocurrency just moves anyways. That's what we're starting to see. Hopefully that's the trend. Who knows, guys? Who knows? But let me know in the poll of the day. What do you think Jerome Powell is going to do? Do you think it's going to be 25 basis points? Do you think it's going to be something crazy like 50? Or do you think it's going to be a big fat 0? Now, part of me thinking back to that, maybe thinking back to what's going on, maybe they don't need to raise interest rates anymore. Maybe 25 basis points doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. But we'll see. And what is up, chat? How you guys doing? Make sure to check out my sponsor, of course, Volt Inu, #1 meme coin in the game, baby. And yeah, how are you guys? I don't know if you guys caught the late night stream last night, but we covered some of what we're going to be covering today. But we're gonna watch some videos from some normie news networks and see exactly what's going on. What's up, Steve? How you doing? Mizzy Matt. What's up, baby? Javi. No Javi coffee this morning, but I do have a big glass of water. I think I need to be hydrated more. What's up, Bree? How you doing, baby? Bree, and I vote for the seafood ASMR today. We have that guy, Mizzy Matt, Sacco Hunt. Good morning, Jayhawk. Anthony, you call a pause? It could be a pause, man. Maddie B, D's Aquatics, Siren. We got the whole squad here. Slim Cheeses, John, Mizzy Matt. What's up, babies? Got the whole squad. Edgar, with your funny memes. D's Nuts, the Volted Pirate. What's up, Taz? Andrew for all. Jason, how you doing, baby? Crypto High. Good morning. Kiss, good morning. Taz. Sacco Hunt. Somebody speak to my manager. Dude, I wish there would be a 18K Bitcoin this week. Oh, I wish. Got to lean back. My back is like destroyed, bro. I hope there's an 18K Bitcoin. That'd be nice. Right? Doc Hughes, Design DNA, James, Frank Q. Oh, we get the whole squad in here. What's going on? Kaisha, Hex to the moon. Yeah, Hex is looking pretty good. What's up, Russ Styles? How you doing, baby? Howie. Bruce, 8180. What's it? H180. My bad. Poe, good morning. Jose, good morning. You guys ever seen that? What was that show called with what's his name? Harvey, Bill. Is it Bill Harvey? Was it some Harvey? Steve Harvey. Family Feud. And they go names that start with the letter H, and the guy goes Jose. Only because he was so confident. Boomer, what's up, baby? Garcia, Sinue. Is it Sinue? Beaver, no ordinary lumber. Ben, Hemi, what's up, babies? How y'all doing? Good morning. Smash that like button. Freaking Jayhawk. Yeah, Jayhawk is here. How are you guys doing this morning? What did we have for breakfast? Let me know in the chat, and then we'll get started on the news here in about 1 minute. Man, look at these bubbles, man. So weird, right? So inconsistent, and I mean, honestly, a good story is XRP, and we'll talk a little bit more about XRP today because there may be a kind of there might be a light at the end of the tunnel, and maybe it's closer than we think because there's been a lot of hubbub and rumors about XRP winning their settlement. Now, what I've noticed from before is that every time there was news like this, we didn't really see a crazy price pump, but XRP was up like 20% yesterday. So I mean, there has to be something going on, right? Edgar. There has to be something going on. We see Hex pumping. We see Cardano pumping, some altcoin pumping. BNB's down a little bit. Market's looking a little weird right now, Market's looking a little weird. I mean, a lot of people were saying that institutions are getting into crypto slowly right now and silently, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see if that's the truth, right? We'll have to see. If there are no interest rate, okay, so we're at the 5-minute mark. Let's start, baby. So we see the entire cryptocurrency market. Things are just kind of pumping. It's, we're starting to see like Bitcoin's up 2%, Ethereum's kind of trading sideways. We have ADA up 8%, right? Hex up 8% pretty much, and a lot of little winners here and there, which is kind of odd because the last year or so we've been for the most part, we'll see everything kind of be roughly the same, right? If they're all mostly all green, right, or all red. Yeah, and the overall cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.1 trillion, and 1 trillion seems to be kind of like the standard, right? Now Bitcoin has been playing around and having some strength, right, over around the $28,000 mark, and it looks like it's going up to $29,000. Now where we get will we get? I am George. What's up? I'm George. We're all George. I love George. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see what happens, because will we have a 30K Bitcoin this week? Now I'm trying to wonder what interest rate hikes, if any, are going to send the market, because we're expecting, and right now it's 80%, we're expecting 25 basis points, and of course the other 20% is no a pause. And some were arguing, well, because here's the issue, right? And we'll watch some videos on it. It's like obviously raising rates for banks is bad for them, right? And what we're starting to see is that, well, the Fed tried to break something, and they did break something, right? There a lot of banks are failing right now. I'm sure it's more than just the fact that we're raising interest rates, but we see some things breaking, and the Federal Reserve and the governments are stepping in to save them. Right, and that has caused a lot of like drama lately, a lot of a kind of discussion about, hey man, why are we saving these big banks when they go under? Is this capitalism? Is it capitalism light? What about the smaller banks? Right now, we saw that there was a proposal to maybe give that kind of insurance to every single bank, right? That insurance that if there's a bank run, even on a small bank that's not a big corporate bank, like JP Morgan or Wells Fargo, that we can save those small banks too. You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference? But obviously the difference is, if a big bank fails, then a lot of other things fail, like Silicon Valley Bank, right? A lot of tech startups, a lot of cryptocurrency companies, a lot of people like Gavin Newsom's wife, right, have money in those big banks, and they're going to protect those banks, right? They're going to protect those banks because it belongs to their friends, right? If we're being honest now, rules for thee, not for me, right? That means that it's a tale as old as time, right? I mean, who's surprised? You know what I mean? But if you're going through some stuff, you can't get a bailout because that's just the nature of the game, right? So you peasants can't get a bailout, but that's just how our government's been running forever, right? Now, I want to know, what is your level of trust in the government out of 10? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, because I can't imagine a lot of people really, really trust the government as far as they could throw them, I guess you could say, right? Let's watch a couple videos about interest rate hikes, and we'll go ahead and break them down, and then we'll move on to the next story, which I think is super, super important. And I think it's really going to bring a lot of people together, especially in crypto. But we'll get to this. We'll get to these videos here. They're short videos, and we'll react to them.
Joining us right now on the Squawk Newsline.
Now, this is interesting. So these people think Fed Chair Powell's statement will be more important than a rate decision. So Powell historically is not known for having the best poker face. So interest rates may be important because 25, pause, whatever, right? Barring something like a 50 basis point hike, I feel like the market is not really going to do much. But what's going to be Fed Chair Powell's demeanor when he's speaking to everyone about the future of our monetary system, right? Let's continue.
Jim O'Neill, former chief economist and chairman of asset management, Goldman Sachs, also a former minister of the UK Treasury. Good morning to you, Jim. It's been a long time.
Yeah, good morning. Nice to be with you. Sorry, I'm not here on video. I don't know what happened with the picture, but there you go.
No worries. I'm so curious what you're thinking on a morning like this, and if you were Jay Powell, what you would be doing.
I've been praying how lucky I am that I'm not him, or I'm not in the market.
Yeah, what a tough
today,
decision.
Because this is a toughie for the Fed, as it is for the Bank of England here in the UK tomorrow. On balance, I think given how the market is priced right now, as I saw somebody describe it, as they have a bit of a free hit with a 25 basis point move. But I think their statement is probably more important than whether it's 25 or 0, because if they sound too hawkish, they run the risk of setting off a new bit of whatever's been going on in the past fortnight. And obviously, given the inflation numbers last month, they can't really afford to say, well, we're kind of over and done with forever. So tricky, even by the standards of recent times.
So if you
That's an interesting kind of concept there, right? I mean, they cannot afford to stop lowering interest rates, right? Or excuse me, not stop hiking them, right? To just get a hold on inflation. Man, what a decision if you're Jerome Powell, right? You're damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
you go 25 basis points, are you doing that just for credibility? And is that even credibility? Meaning, is that a pretend credibility? Meaning, like, we don't want to scare the markets to think it's even worse than people know. Or in fact, would you really want to be going and doing nothing?
You know, I think it's kind of by default the only choice they've got in the circumstances. So the way you imply that question is kind of right. They're sort of a bit constrained. However, and one of the reasons why I think that's the sensible to do thing is my own bias is that the underlying inflation picture actually is improving quite a bit, particularly on a global basis. I think last time I was on with one of your sister programs not so long ago, I pointed out then, and it's happened much more since, is despite the recovery of China, you know, if you look at global commodity prices, particularly energy, they are falling sharply. And that's where a lot of the source of all of this came from. And we've got a lot of weakness in house prices going on around the world. So the leading indicators would be suggesting to me, if I was a central banker, we've hiked a lot. We need to be careful to not cause something we're going to regret. And I'm also saying that with the background of somebody that's been around for a few decades, and every rate hiking cycle, amazingly, however nuanced and different each of them are, it seems to weed out some kind of problem in the system. And the key for policymakers is not to tip it over into, let's call it, an unnecessary systematic crisis.
No, that's interesting, right? Let's go back and hear what he said again.
You just don't know. Part of the problems with financial instability is there's some.
Joining us right now on the Squawk.
Amazingly, however nuanced and different, and I'm also saying that with the background of somebody that's been around for a few decades, and every rate hiking cycle, amazingly, however nuanced and different each of them are, it seems to weed out some kind of problem in the system.
Now, do you guys think the problem is system is some of these banks? Interesting. And we have 160 people, guys. Let's smash that like, push us up in the old algorithm. And Just a Man, thank you so much for gifting one membership to the community. Thank you so much. I don't see it here on my little dashboard on who got the membership, but if you got a membership from Just a Man, make sure you thank him. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the memberships. Welcome to the Degenerates. That eggplant looks oh so nice next to your name. One of us. So in one side, he's saying that you know, I think the government, because what I'm hearing is this guy needs to the government or Federal Reserve needs to just do what they needed to do regardless of what the hell is going on. But at the same time, you have to worry about destroying things, right? Breaking things, like, you know, maybe bringing down some banks. And we've already shown that we will help out banks if things get too bad. So, I mean, he's kind of playing both sides of the he's kind of on both sides of the aisle here. Now let's check out this video. This is a shorter one to see exactly what the focus is on interest rate hikes.
And we keep talking about numbers, Becky, but we're not talking about people. So while investors try to game out what the Fed's going to do today and what guidance it provides, there's a little discussed wild card that makes the outcome at least somewhat unpredictable. And that's the large number of freshman Fed voters this time around. Vice Chair for Bank Supervision, Michael Barr, Governors Lisa Cook and Philip Jefferson, all three Biden appointees, and Bank Presidents Lori Logan from Dallas, Austin Gould from Chicago, all joined the Fed in just the past year. Now, all have voted for rate hikes since joining the Fed, and inflation's been running high. You can't really tell these days the difference between a hawk and a dove, but the outlook now is more uncertain. Differences could emerge either today in the vote, in the new dot plot that tells us where the Fed thinks they're going with rates, or in speeches that follow meeting. Now, there have been few dissents because you can call Fed Chair Jay Powell Mr. Consensus. He works hard before meetings to forge that consensus. The result, while 7% of all votes cast were
Hey, DJ.
dissents under Fed chairs Bernanke and Yellen, 5% under Greenspan. It's been only 3% under Powell. And in fact, there have been only 2 dissents since the Fed launched what's really been the most aggressive rate hike cycle in 40 years. So the market's trading as if this is not a close call. After pricing in no change for several days, futures market is.
What is our poll at? Our poll is at 54%, 25 basis points, and there's that 80 for Jesus. Isn't that crazy? Well, we have 3 options, right? Obviously. Wow. So that's pretty big, right? That's pretty big. Now, we've known before, like actually before we've had the announcements, this has been pretty accurate, right? The weeks leading out haven't been accurate, but like the maybe the days before have been pretty accurate. So I'm sure we're gonna get 25 here, right?
Is back to predicting a firm 84% probability of that quarter-point hike. But there's less certainty in the future. Markets expect the Fed is going to be almost done when it hits this 4.75 to 5% range. And there's debate now in the market about whether it does one more hike in May. Then the Fed is seen fairly quickly reversing course and cutting at least twice by year end. So if not today, differences among Fed officials could emerge in the months ahead as the debate over how much this bank turmoil impacts the economic outlook will play out in the market, but also, guys, at the Federal Reserve.
Interesting. And that pretty much gives us what we need to know. So we're expecting 25 basis points, but the biggest thing is going to see how Jerome Powell acts. If this man walks out there with sweat on his upper lip, he's trembling, everybody's going to get scared, right? But the cool thing is, like, Bitcoin is just surviving, man. Bitcoin's the truth. Say what you want. Say what you want about crypto. Say whatever. Bitcoin is the truth, baby. It's finite. You can't make more of it. And I don't care what the hell the government tries to do. You ain't stopping it, baby. You ain't stopping it. Nice try, SEC. Jake, what's up, baby? Jake in the house. Yes, Bitcoin did touch 28.7, but it was actually pumping a little higher than that. Right? Just a tiny bit. Ellis says, I can see the Fed doing a pause today to give a banks a chance to level out a 25 basis point in the next meeting. Yeah, 100%. A lot of people say, F it, let the banks fail. Let the banks fail. But that could cause a lot more harm too. It's not just about saving friends. Obviously, the more powerful you are, the more special, privileges you get. And of course, the government's going to bail out these big companies and banks that are too big to fail. But what they mean by too big to fail is if they go down, a lot of people would be affected by that. Now, some don't care about that. Some think that the government's helping. Because say, for example, you had someone you knew who had money in a bank that failed, and now all their money's gone or most of it's gone or something like that. Like, you'd want them to get their stuff back. Or the small, tech startup companies who were exposed to Silicon Valley Bank that are now okay because, the government stepped in and rescued them. So it all depends on what your perspective is. Now, I think it was Maddie B that said the government or that Jerome Powell isn't going to do a pivot. They said pivot next year, but I don't know. People are talking about a pivot this year, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But very, very interesting situation. I mean, what do you guys think? Smash the like button. We have 200 people in the house. Let's get to 200 likes, baby. 200 likes. So big day today, man. Big day today. Man, I hate to have Jerome's job, man, because no matter what he does, he's not going to be liked, right? Steve says the half hour after the rate hike is more important. If it's bad or good, his words after shape the future. 100%. Yeah, 100%. It's all about his statement, right? What's up, Roger? How you doing? Sound of Sleep says the elites want to save their precious dollar scheme. Can't stop crypto now. Too many people realizing. I know I saw a very funny post yesterday that the White House is going after our imaginary digital money. Well, they want to shill their imaginary paper money. You know what I mean? Come on, you know what I mean? Just turn the printer on when you need more money, So, I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen? All right, next news story, because I think this is a very interesting one. Now, politicians fight back against CBDCs. And I think this is so damn important. Where's my here it is. Okay. I don't vote red. I don't vote blue. I vote pro crypto. And what we're starting to see is a lot of Republicans, not just Republicans, are really doing what they can to protect cryptocurrency. Now we see Ted Cruz introduced a bill to stop the Fed from adopting a CBDC. Remember, bills need to pass. All right. So just because something's proposed or introduced doesn't mean it's going to pass. And sometimes, obviously and honestly, it's virtue signaling. Right? A lot of politicians run on policies and promises they never, ever deliver on. It's just the name of the game. People associate with lying to get your votes with politicians. But I think we got to give some of these guys the benefit of the doubt. Right. So what do you guys think about this? Because the last 4 to 8 years in our country have been extremely polarizing when it comes to the political realm. And I mean, I've seen friendships and families and break up and arguments and, people disowning each other because of the person they voted for. But we're all here, every single day paying attention to what the hell happens to the cryptocurrency world. And one of the biggest threats to cryptocurrency is CBDCs. And although it's a threat to cryptocurrency, it is the exact opposite of what we want, which is complete decentralization. And CBDCs make everything more centralized. So when I see a politician out there saying, hey, I'm going to do what I have to do to stop CBDCs, they're going to get my vote. They're going to get my vote for anything because I'm pro crypto. Most of these policies and things that these people introduce don't really apply to me, but this does. And what I know is that Daddy Joe Biden wants to tax Bitcoin miners or cryptocurrency miners 30% extra when it comes to electricity. I know that he wants a double capital gains tax. Absolutely insane, right? Absolutely insane. That's not what I want. I want someone who doesn't like CBDCs. And this is not the only one we've seen come out and pretty much, rejecting CBDCs. Lots of other Republican candidates. Very interesting. You know what I mean? Very, very interesting. Now, I don't think family should be split because of political views. I think that's kind of crazy, but I've seen it happen. I mean, I've had friends that are like not my friends because of who I voted for or who I supported. It's kind of crazy to me, but I learned not to get too tied up into them. But like, we have to start looking at the future, guys. We have to start paying attention to who is going to like help us grow in the cryptocurrency space and become, wealthy because of cryptocurrency, because that's what it is, man. I've met so many people who've made so much money on meme coins and just, shit coins that don't even like, what I mean? That are a joke, and people made like life-changing money from it. Like, I love to see that, right? And crypto's giving a lot of people, a lot of average Joes to get into a technology in an industry that's still super new, that's still dirt cheap in the grand scheme of things, to make a ton of money. You know what I mean? And that's what I see. I think Bitcoin's so undervalued, crazy. So, I like to see this, right? I like to see this, Let's see some of the comments. I like this right here. It says, finally, they're talking about CBDCs. That's a milestone of crypto growth, right? Now, this kind of segues into the next story, which is very, very important. Guys, smash the like button. We have 200 people in the chat. Let's get to 200 likes today. Let's go. All right. So this kind of segues into our next story, which is XRP. But what is XRP? Why is it making big governments we could say that it's just one of the bigger companies that the SEC, Ripple Labs, is going after, right? The SEC is going after them, right? But one of the services that challenges XRP is something called FedNow. So we see central bank digital currencies, and we see things like called FedNow. What is the big kind of gripe with traditional fiat and just banking services in general? Dude, holidays, weekends, that shit takes forever, and they charge you too much, especially if you're sending like a Western Union or something to a third world country, or like, maybe some family back home to like a third world country. It's a pain in the ass and expensive to send money sometimes. Well, with crypto, it isn't. Yes, with crypto, you have to, send it to a bank and then convert it to fiat, or if there's other ways you do it, I don't know what those ways are, but people do it like that. And the government's like, hey, man, you don't need crypto. You don't need XRP. How about CBDCs and FedNow? You know what I mean? We have digital currencies for you. Don't worry about it. XRP? Nah. We have FedNow, baby. And this is a little thing that was talked about last year and is launching very, very soon. We can see right here. FedNow pilot brings new features, use cases for instant payments in 2023 and beyond. And so pretty much this is a service to kind of instantly send money, right? Money. Is Bitcoin pumping right now? Is Bitcoin schmoving? Oh, let's pull up Bitcoin right now while I blab. Let's go to Trading View. Is Bitcoin schmoving right now? Let's see. Give me 1 second to see if Bitcoin's jamming right now. No, we have 28.7, 28.7. Yeah, 28.7. No, not 29 yet. Not 29 yet. Scottish says 32K Bitcoin. Okay. So no 29K just yet, but this is one of the things that, the government's, bringing out there to combat crypto. You know what's crazy is I was watching the news this morning, obviously, and I heard some guy, I forgot who he was, but they were just speaking about how Bitcoin's pumping because of the markets, and then gold is, and a lot of other things are pumping because the markets look like, or there's so much uncertainty with banks and stuff. And I'm like, man, it's interesting to see someone literally casually mention Bitcoin as something that it just is. And that's what I like to see. Really, in the future, I think that's what it's going to be. 10, 15, 20 years from now, we're going to see people casually mentioning Bitcoin and talking about Bitcoin and making that part of their everyday, news cycle. Like, hey, this is this, this is that, Bitcoin's here. You know what I mean? Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's see. I don't think Bitcoin's up yet, but it's moving though. This is the highest it's been in quite a while, so it's jamming. So maybe we're getting some maybe some preliminary information. I don't know, but we don't have the announcements for a while, guys. It'll be I think it's 1 p.m. or 11 a.m., something like that. But nothing yet. So, okay. So obviously one of the big stories of the week have been XRP, and we can see XRP is up 22% in the last 7 days. Well, so check this out. There's been some murmurs around the cryptocurrency world, and I read this morning. U.S. District Judge Sarah Netburn ruled that Ripple can access certain financial documents from the SEC in its defense. Interesting. I wonder what those documents are already. It says this was a significant win for Ripple, as it could help their legal team build a strong argument against the SEC's accusation of securities fraud. And usually I wouldn't believe this, but due to what's been going on with the price, maybe there is something going on. I mean, this is some of the story we had yesterday. It says XRP token surges on positive outlook in ongoing Ripple versus SEC case, right? And this is what came out yesterday when we had that big pump. So is there something going on behind the scenes? Something so much that people are aping into XRP. XRP doesn't have the smallest market cap, guys. You got to ape a decent amount in order for this thing to go a little crazy. So the fact that it was pumping 20% is absolutely insane to me. Right. So that has to mean something is going on behind the scenes. And yeah, we're starting to pump a little bit. We're starting to pump. That's what we like to see, baby. Yeah. Guys, we have 200 people in the chat. Smash that like button. Let's get to 100 likes this morning. What's up, Awesome? How you doing, baby? Oh, yeah, 11 a.m. PST. Yeah. So. Damn, man, I wish I could go on at that time, but I have training at 12 p.m. Is BitBoy beefing with Bleaves? Bleaves is beefing with everybody. You know what I mean? So what do you guys think? You guys think the cat's out of the bag with XRP? What y'all think? Let's see how our poll is doing. We have 49%, pretty much 50% of people think we're going to get a 25 basis point hike. It's going to be very, very interesting. They didn't announce it just yet, David, but we're thinking 25 basis points. It's at 85% chance, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I say Bitcoin will hit 30K after the meeting. It's definitely going to be a nice ride home. I'll be done trading at 1 p.m., so I'm going to be listening to all the news around 1 p.m. and see exactly what the hell is going on. So hopefully we're sending, right? Hopefully we're pumping. Dude, a pause would be so bullish. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. A pause would be kind of bullish, right? We might get a 30K Bitcoin today, 32K Bitcoin if the Fed decides to pause. I mean, I've seen arguments for that on major news networks, but you never know who's saying what to say what to influence who. You never know. I have a little bit of XRP. I think you can get on the BNB chain. Yeah, I think I have it on in a MetaMask wallet for BNB somewhere. I'm pretty sure you can get XRP on the BNB chain, right? Yeah. Around 11:30 a.m. PST. So about roughly 3 hours from now, David. Solo says another 25 basis points, then more banks will fail. They're just holding on for dear life. Now, that could be true, Solo TV. Maybe, right? Maybe. That could be the reason. Maybe, right? Maybe. I was listening to a lot, and people were saying that maybe, maybe 25 basis points doesn't even mean anything, right? A lot of people think that maybe that doesn't even mean anything. Guys, smash the like button. We have 220 people in the chat. Push us up in the old algorithm. Some people, think that 25 basis points wouldn't even make a difference. Like, why even keep why keep raising? You know what I mean?
Middle East Bank.
Joining us right now is Mark.
Let's watch this one. It says if the Fed's going to raise your so this is an argument for what you guys are saying. So if the Fed keeps raising rates, you're going to have a lot of banks in trouble.
Mark Mobius, veteran investor and founding partner of Mobius Capital Partners. And Mark, you've got an international view of everything that's happening. But when you look around the globe right now, are you more concerned about the inflation problem, or are you more concerned about what's happening with the financial sector and stability?
Actually, there are two things we're concerned about. One, of course, is the
First of all, look at that suit, baby. Woo! Look at that suit, baby.
banking situation, because what's happened in the U.S. and in Switzerland is really a great concern for international investors, particularly the big investors who trust the big banks and who think their money will be safe. So there's really a lot of concern about that, which I think is why gold has gone up a little bit. And also Bitcoin, believe it or not, is seen as somewhat of a safe haven, I suppose, by many people. But that's one thing. The other thing, of course, is what's happening to interest rates. And these, of course, are interrelated, because if the Fed keeps on raising rates, then you're going to have a lot of banks in trouble who are sitting on long-term bonds that are being priced at lower and lower prices as interest rates go up. So these are the two big concerns we see internationally. You can see emerging markets index has underperformed recently again because China is down, but then Taiwan and Korea are doing pretty well. There are a few other markets that are doing pretty well, but there's still a tremendous amount of uncertainty out there. And I think it's going to be that way for quite some time now.
Yesterday, we had Kevin Warsh on the show. He is a former governor at the Federal Reserve, and he said it really doesn't matter if the Fed raises another 25 basis points at this point, that the damage has already been done, and it's not going to be that different. That doesn't sound what you think. Sounds like you are much more concerned if they do raise rates, it will cause additional pressure.
Yes, Edgar.
Exactly. I think there will be a lot more pressure. Of course, they'd come to the rescue, but at the end of the day, we're not only talking about the U.S., we're talking about the global situation. And if you look at Switzerland, which was considered such a safe haven for so long, they're under question now. So I think this is something that we have to look at very carefully. And there may be a retreat to other areas of the world, such as the Middle East. The Middle East banks, rich with petrodollars, might be a safe haven. But again, that's a big question mark. I would say there's still a lot of uncertainty out there.
Mark, have you moved money into things like the petro banks?
No, I'm very, very skeptical of banks generally, even the petro banks, because they're so opaque. You really don't know what's going on behind the scenes, as we've learned now with the situation in the U.S. So I stay away from banks generally. But in terms of keeping my money, my cash, yes, investing, no, but keeping cash in some of these banks, yes, that's not a problem as far as I'm concerned. And I've got an account in one of the banks in the Middle East, in Dubai, and I think they're pretty safe. But again, you have to be diversified. You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
You have talked, I think, recently about how you've had problems getting money out of a bank in China. Is that still the case? If you can't go to European banks, if you're worried about all these places, where do you think the safe place is to put your money?
Well, thank God that I've been able to get that money out of China. It just happened just today, as a matter of fact. So I'm really happy about that. But you must remember that all these countries have foreign exchange controls with very complicated sets of rules. And sometimes if you're not able to meet the documentary requirements, then you have problems. So I think you have to be pretty well diversified. I'm looking more and more at Asian banks. I'm here in Singapore, and I think the banks here are in pretty good shape because the bank rules are very tight. But again, you have to be diversified. You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Damn. A little more insight of what's going to happen today. What do you guys think? Very, very interessante. Guys, we have 230 people in the chat. Smash the like button. 8 more likes before we hit 100 likes. Let's go. Push us up in the old algae. Let's go, baby. Push up in the old algae. Now, what's been very interesting is another big dark cloud you can see that's been looming over the entire, I mean, everything really, right, is the war going on. And what we're starting to see is more of a monetary war. Now, check this out. Check this new development out. That's pretty interesting. Russia to use Chinese yuan instead of US dollar to settle trade with Asia and Africa and Latin America. Interesting. Now, I think to me, this is a natural progression of escalation. I mean, we're helping out Ukraine a lot, right? And it's putting a lot of pressure on Russia. So let's see what Putin has to say.
Я уже говорил, уже 2/3 товарооборота между нашими странами осуществляются в рублях и юанях. Мы за использование китайских юаней в расчетах между Российской Федерацией и странами Азии, Африки, Латинской Америки. Я уже говорил.
I can't imagine this means the end of our dollar because this is something we'd have to see coming, right? Right? This is funny. This this is our White House. This is I'm not saying anything, but I thought this is funny. We're doomed. Who's this? Who is this? This is we're doomed. Damn. I mean, come on, you know. Guys, we're at 102 likes. Let's go, baby. This is funny, right? Let's go. Yes, Professor, tell him. Very, very funny. Very, very funny. You know, very, very funny. You know, and this is, of course, this is after this meeting. So it says, President Xi tells President Putin, change that hasn't happened in 100 years is coming, and we are driving this change together. Are they planning to end the U.S.? Of course, they're planning to end U.S. dominance. No one wants the USA to dominate.
Это как раз сейчас перемены, которые не было в течение 100 лет. Там, где Минск двигали эти перемены. Перекиньте, пожалуйста, дорогой друг.
That was totally staged. That's totally staged, right? Now, Austin makes a good point. Dude, Russia and China's economy is in shambles. Their currency is trash on the global scale. That is true, right? People forget. You know what's crazy is that people always think like China and Russia are like this big like superpower, which they are superpowers. But let me tell you something. They have nothing against the United States. At least not yet, right? At least not yet. We're too powerful, right? We spend way too damn much taxpayer money on military defenses for us to get wrecked by any of these guys. You know what I mean? The announcement's at 11:30 a.m. Or excuse me, 11. So Russia is kicking the Ukraine's ass. Your American U.S. news is reporting. I mean, who knows, Chris? Who knows? We don't know. What's up, G Vibes? The crazy thing about all this is that, you know, the fog of war is real, right? We don't know exactly what's going down overseas until like the war ends, right? To be honest, right? Let's we know that, right? We don't know. It's like when something's going on, it's so hard to tell what the hell is actually going on. Like as it's going on, we have to wait till like everything ends to see, you know. Like I imagine like during the Vietnam War and like other wars, like we like, you know, just our recent invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan, like we didn't know what was going on at the time. And now we know about everything after the fact. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. No, I got to train, J-Hawk. Watch Russia own all Bitcoin. Imagine, right? They're just buying a bunch of Bitcoin. Nah, I doubt it. There's still about what 3 million more to be minted. So probably not. Don't be surprised if we go to war. Or I mean, a war is a black swan event that could dump the market. By how much? I don't know. Right? I don't know. But technically, guys, we're doing everything but troops on the troops on the ground when it comes to helping Ukraine out, right? We're everything but troops on the ground. So Degenerate Life says, word on the street is that aliens are coming at us today. Word on the street. Dude, imagine if we get an alien invasion. Well, I've been seeing more and more news posts about some sort of invasion, right? Or some sort of like some mothership was happening and she's sending like little probes out in our galaxy. Did you guys hear about that? Here, I'll show you right now. And that sounds crazy, right? But let me see. Mothership. Ship alien. Yeah. This was a few days ago. So it says Pentagon officials speculate alien mothership could send mini probes to Earth. No. Can we fucking not? Can we get none of that? No, thank you. I'm good. No, thank you. Yeah, you can just leave that over there. Okay. Ozm says, I've been to South Korea for a month, and watching South Korea and U.S. drills together, I feel most countries would be a fart in the wind if anything went sideways. NATO is far too powerful. Yeah, as of right now, I think so too. We do have troops on the ground as advisors. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's fine, but we don't have them in combat, though, you know? Watch the Alien Lives Matter. Just like we do everywhere else. I've talked to guys whose units have gone over to help train the Ukrainians. Really? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, Big A. Only $10 million in liquidity. That's kind of crazy. No one cares about Lunatic's token. Do not buy Lunatic's token. Do not buy any Terra Luna tokens. Do not do it. It's a scam. Everything's a scam with Terra Luna. Scam! You know what I mean? Scam. Everything's a scam with Terra Luna, you know? I guess that Kanye and Katy Perry song is the real deal, huh? Wait, which one is that one? Wait, what song was that? It's kind of like on the tip of my tongue now. Let me see. Steve says Russia and Chinese economies are not in shambles and they are pushing out the US dollar and petrodollar as we speak. Need to look more into that. Heck no, bro. Team USA all day. But you'd have to think that the Russians would do something like this since we're getting so. I can't imagine the USA is not expecting some of the backlash we have from just everything involving the war. Like we're literally sending them our best weapons. We're sending them billions of dollars, right, and all sorts of stuff. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean we'd have to expect some sort of backlash, right? What do you mean, Jayhawk? Tyra White says, I know the U.S. had better stop injectioning themselves. Well, the thing about the USA, guys, and what I've learned is that what they're doing is for the quote-unquote greater good, you could say, of the country, right? Our country. And I think this is why we don't drill here yet, because we don't want to take our natural resources. We want to take other people's natural resources until we need ours. And that's brutal and it's not fair. And I think this is the way that people see this is the way we kind of maintain our way of life here. And it's sad. I mean, we don't have any wars here. We don't have any wars on homeland, our home soil. You know what I mean? In other countries, I mean, they're war torn, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. We don't have to deal with any of that here. What happens if Ukraine wins? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Oh, Dick Jayhawk. I feel like Russia's in a kind of a desperate situation. Yeah, I need another crash too. Another crash would be nice. Let's see what other crypto news there is right now. Some sort of crash would be nice, 100%. Credit Suisse chairman blames collapse on retail. I don't see how retail investors have how that's their issue at all. I'm not sure how legit this is, but that's crazy. Big banks blaming regular people. I do feel bad for the people who heavily invested into some of these big banks, though. I do feel bad for that. What's the best to buy now, Bitcoin or SHIB? Okay, so one of the topics was meme coins here. Well, we talk about this every single time, but it's so true. It's like, well, what do you? So SHIB's at a spot right now where SHIB's at a spot right now where, to me, it's a safe play, right? It's a safe play. It could pump, it could dump. But it looks like it's moving with the rest of the cryptocurrency market, and it looks like Shiba Inu is doing a good job kind of transitioning to something like a different brand, right? Rebranding themselves and making themselves more of a I don't know, you could say household name, right? SHIB's going through a lot of growing pains. I would buy more Bitcoin because I trust Bitcoin over any other cryptocurrency. Now, the upside for both those cryptos are not really there. They're there, but they're not exciting. Which I mean, like a 5x or a 10x is exciting, right? But I'm talking about like 100x, 1000x, or something like that. So it's important to buy Bitcoin, but you want to make sure you look into some other altcoins too that are out of the top 100, or maybe some meme coins here and there. But you have to have a plan, stick to the plan, and then get out of that project when you've done what you could to make some money. So this is why we always look at meme coins and different cryptocurrency projects and good plays. The truth is, right now in the bear market, a lot of these quote unquote good plays that would be good plays during the bull run are just not good plays, and you're really risking a lot of money. But I mean, there's some things you can look out for, like, Ozim right here in the chat, he's over in South Korea representing MetaMonkey AI. So I feel like the team's hard at work. I like that. WagMe Games, these motherfuckers are literally working their asses off. And I bought more WagMe. Volt's the number one meme coin in my opinion, and they're going to dominate all the other meme coins during the bull run. They're working tirelessly in a bear market. They could all fail. I could lose all my money, but that's the best bet for my 100x's, my 1000x's, the kind of crazy shit you see, former Shiba Inu holders talking about, like that kind of crazy thing you see. And that's what we want, right? That's what we want. We want those kinds of gains, right? And Bitcoin's fun and it's safe, but you're not going to get those crazy returns that you get in some of these small cap plays. And all you need is a couple of these or one of these to really change your life, right? And take some profits and buy more Bitcoin, because I do believe Bitcoin's going to be worth an insane amount in 10, 15, 20 years. It's going to be crazy to me, It's going to be crazy to me. Well, I wouldn't put 100 in every top coin. You don't need to have a bunch of different cryptocurrency projects, right, in your portfolio. You don't need a ton. I'd say maybe 10 to 20, even less if you want. Maybe 3 big blue chips and 2 meme coins, or 2 small cap bangers. Because you can have a small cap banger and not be a meme coin. Like WagMe's not a meme coin, MetaMonkey AI is not a meme coin, but Volt's a meme coin, right? That sort of thing. And remember, if you're looking at Shiba Inu, remember they have more tokens in their ecosystem that are going to pump. They have Bone, right? They have Leash. They have Tree. And they have another one, I believe, coming out very, very soon. So Martin says, new all-time high by the end of the year for WagMe. You think it could happen? It could happen. 100% it could happen. Yes, wealth is built over time. What's interesting is cryptocurrency got us all pretty spoiled, right? With especially during the bull run. People were making insane gains in 24 hours. Crazy, right? Crazy thing to see. But those are not the returns we're getting right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tectonic's another good banger, right? And that's the one I have money and I don't really worry about. I wish the team would be a little better on advertising and being active on Twitter, but that's a gripe I've always had for them. So I know, Brad. Yeah, Bitcoin's looking like a total boss. Total boss. Sako Mononoke. Bitcoin is the way. Exactly, Jayhawk. Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I bought more MetaMonkey AI. I bought a key to the city. If it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't, And yes, Steve, we have 250 people in the chat. Guys, smash that like button. Let's get to 120, actually 150 likes. We're at 116, guys. Smash that like button. Let's go. Dogecoin is moving as well. Yeah, Dogecoin is moving as well. Yeah. Well, not everything in the Dreams ecosystem is the best. We'll be honest, but Houdini Swap is not bad. And I don't know about Amino, but we could call those small cap bangers too. Got to do some more research on that, Professor. We got to do some more research. True, some cheese. Yeah, it could be any cryptocurrency that's just a pure store of value. You could say is a commodity, but the SEC has to classify it as such, right? I really want Dogecoin to be a security, because that Billy M guy, little Soy Boy blocked me on Twitter because I think he thought it was a bot or something. Just I can't. You got these sensitive ass people on Twitter. Really, it's crazy. Bobby says, such a difficult decision. Doge, SHIB, 88, AMP, shipping, quant stamp for volume is the boss. Bitcoin, I feel, can make SHIB and Doge will make more money. That's tough, Bobby Fritz. But what you're dealing all there, Bobby Fritz, is like high market cap plays. You're not going to get those crazy returns, at least in the short term. I would say maybe long term. And you know what we've noticed, that every cryptocurrency peak doesn't have the same cryptos, like the 5 to 10. They're not always the same, right? They're not always the same. And we're starting to see some getting bounced out of the top 10. Like recently we saw Solana get kicked out. Well, it's still hanging around. We saw BUSD get kicked out, right? So it's making room for others. You know, it's crazy. And all this Tether's been like Tether, like historically has had like the most FUD, and like they're like really thriving right now, you could say, which is kind of crazy, right? Tether, nuts. Like it's like, wow. Yeah, awesome. I think so. Yeah, waiting for Volt Dip. Nice. Chevy fan. So how is Mononoke Inu doing? Jesus Christ. Mononoke Inu. What's that? 4%? Let's go. Haters will say it's fake. Damn, 150K in liquidity. That's not bad, you know. But still, damn. Let's see, all time. Damn, son. Let's do months. Damn, Daniel. Damn, this is crazy. Damn, that's a rug pull if I've ever seen one, right? Jeez. Jeez, man. How the mighty have fallen, right? Yeah, Soy Boy. Yeah, he blocked me. Yeah, Soy Boy. Billy, he's such a weenie, dude. Coinbase no longer supports XRP. Wait, what? Has anyone had issue moving this to another wallet? I don't have XRP in my Coinbase. I didn't know they did. Did they have XRP on there? Let's go, Bree. If Bitcoin is a commodity, then it forks will also be those. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think anything that's just a pure store of value has to be a commodity, right? Pure store of value. That is brutal, bro. Do your research, Rodney. Do your research. You know, it's funny. I forgot. I made a video with the SHIB one, and then somebody told me like, do your research. I was like, okay, yeah. Let's. I know I'm a big Pesa guy. I like Pesa. I like Pesa base. But I remember I was making I made the video, a SHIB video yesterday, and I was talking about one of the tokens one of their influencers were promoting. And instead of KTO, I said KOT. And some guy's like, it's KOT. Do your research. I was like, fight me. You do your research, Professor Do Crypto. How about that one, huh? And I believe Peso will make a run 100%. DYOR. Frank. Sorry, I said hi and went outside to touch some grass. Nice. Matt B says Coinbase doesn't support XLM or XRP. Okay, it's technically still in the wallet, but you won't be able to see it. You have to send it to the wallet that supports XRP and XLM. Really? Oh, so the Coinbase wallet. Well, any wallet can support anything. You just gotta import the network. What do you think about the Bitcoin will reach 1 million in 90 days? $1 million in 90 days? No, that's fucking crazy. If Bitcoin hits $1 million in 90 days, like that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. I don't know what the hell would have to happen for that to happen. I don't know what. In order for Bitcoin to hit like $1 million in 90 days, the US would have to be like, hey man, no more regulation on cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, we're gonna make Bitcoin usable everywhere. Like some crazy shit would need to happen. But I don't. Who said that? People say some real some people say some real pie in the sky bullshit just to get you to watch. Like that's crazy to me. But I remember that stuff during the bull run. Remember that stuff? Like literally, people were like 100K Bitcoin before the end of the year, which is more modest than $1 million Bitcoin. But that's crazy. $20 trillion market cap in 90 days. Yeah, that'd be crazy, right? Nuts. BitBoy just says anything. BitBoy said he doxed Shiba Inu founders, said there was Sam Bankman-Fried, and like literally nothing. You know, is today a sunny day? Because it's today a sunny day. I want to go for a fucking walk. Big boy just be throwing shit at the wall, bro. It's going to be a sunny day. Give me some sun, damn it. Give me some sun. Oh, we might have some sun. I need some sun. Shut up, Jayhawk. Ukraine is a test place for the U.S. to test its weapons against Russian weapons to weaken Russia. True, that could be some sort of a. That's actually it makes a good point. I mean, literally, our weapons are fucking them up right now. You know. Yeah, $1 is kind of crazy for Volt. That doesn't make sense. $1 doesn't make sense. He was the former Coinbase CTO. He bet $2 million that Bitcoin would hit $1 million. And what the fuck? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Jake's taking a little bit of a break right now. 300 billion each day to around a $20 trillion market cap. That'd be crazy. Yeah, panic. It's time to panic buy. Yeah, I don't know about that, guys. That's crazy. I would say no. You know, even like a 60K Bitcoin in 90 days would be a lot, I think. There have to be some crazy things that happen to make a Bitcoin get that high. It'd be crazy, bro. In exactly 90 days, Ben. Exactly 90 days. Bobby says Saitama in my cold wallet. I see it's alive, but Coinbase it looks dead. Yeah, I wouldn't touch Saitama. I mean, you can. Depends when you bought though, but this guy's $100 million market cap, which is that's a nice number. I can't believe Volt has a higher market cap than Saitama now. That's crazy to me. Isn't that nuts? Big A says, I remember Bud Rante, the TA guy, Jake, and had on his channel who charted and predicted a 5 trillion market cap for Saitama. Crazy as a run over dog. Who the so people say some dumb shit. There's no way Saitama's. Well, Henoch said Saitama would hit a $1 trillion market cap this year, but I'm telling you, people just say things to get you to watch, and there's like no shame at all. Has Teddy spoken about Shibnobi? No, Teddy left the Shibnobi team. I asked him if he'd like to do an AMA. He said not yet. So, not yet. So hopefully we can get that for you guys, because I know you guys want to see something about that. BitBoy versus Bleaves, UFC 500. I'd pay to see that. I think Bleaves kicks his ass. Dude, Bleaves is actually a pretty big dude. Hong Kong, yes, yeah. If you guys didn't know, Hong Kong is returning to crypto. That's good. That's good, Sean. That's actually really good, right? So Hong Kong is autonomous still, but China still it's part of China. And although cryptocurrency is trading and stuff like that isn't allowed in the rest of China, like you could say mainland, I guess. In Hong Kong, it is allowed. So maybe China will follow suit, right? China banned crypto back in 2021. Jay River says, if Bitcoin reaches 1 million, I'll suck. What the fuck? Milan says that would be possible if every country started. Jay Rivers, you good, bro? What's up, Wadi? How you doing? Milan says that would be possible. That would be possible if every country starts buying and selling goods in Bitcoin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, have to be some crazy game-changing thing. Bullish Dragon says buy into the new crypto banks. Dylan says, okay, I thought Teddy was a good guy, just involved in the wrong project. I think so too, yeah. Unfortunately, like when a lot of people get into these projects and associate their brand so closely with these projects, like it takes a long time for people to get over that and forget that. And then that's why I've never really been so closely associated to any team, like that. So, you know what I mean? It's good not to do that, Yeah, smash that like button, baby. I heard Gala and Google have a partnership now. Maybe they're allowing Gala games to run ads. Let me see, because that's a big one too. Because before you couldn't run crypto ads at Google, but now you can. Gala Games, Google. Let's see. I wouldn't say partnership. I don't see anything about it that's current, so it's probably just allowing them to run ads on Google. Which is good, right? Which is good. You still want that. Bro, I honestly don't believe Russia and China on the on the losing, and remember the US manipulates the shit out of the media, and yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Like I said, Maximus, we don't know what the hell's really going on with the war, and we won't know until exactly when the war is over. Right? We're just not going to know. We just won't know. Chris is who the fuck said buying a crypto bank? What? So I could lose another 24K of Polygon like I did in Celsius? What's up, Chrissy? How you doing? Good morning. Chrissy said, hell no. Get out of here with that. Oh, give me a big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh, that felt good. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. OG. I agree. I would be too. I mean, it sucks. That's true, Joe Dirt. Yeah. I mean, only for like 2 months, really. I think like I nut hugged Saitama from like really only a month. I would say like November or October to like maybe like December, right? I nut hugged Saitama for a couple months, and then they started scamming us or not delivering on time, and that turned me off from Saitama. You know. Xi and Putin were meeting for 4.5 hours, the same way Biden hosted the cast of Ted Lasso. We're screwed. You think so? I don't think so. I don't think so. What are they going to do? I honestly think two people are too fat and happy for another world war. But, at the same time, Russia's in a predicament where they kind of need to win this. I don't think Teddy is hiding. I think he just wants to take, I know he just had a new baby and whatnot, but I think he still streams, right? I think Teddy still streams, so I don't think he's hiding exactly. I think he still streams, right? So he's still on the internet, still streaming, all that good stuff. So, guys, we have 240 people watching. Guys, smash that like button, baby. Daddy Jerome's gonna bring the pain. Let's see, I think Teddy's still. Maybe he hasn't streamed, huh? No, last time he streamed was 3 weeks ago. So it's been a while. It's been a while. Invade Taiwan. Oh, geez. Have you looked into Saitama's next BS hype partnership with Huobi? The Maxi's still falling for it? Well, I don't know what partnership that was. I haven't seen any news on that, right? Keith to take over. Oh, absolutely not. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take a piss and grab some more water and hang out with you guys for a little bit longer. Hold on. Drink water, guys. Hydrate. It's important. I did not wash my hands. Why would I wash my hands? The wing dog is clean, okay, guys? The wing dog is nice and clean, okay? I don't want to hear it. Wing dog is nice and clean. 2 liters. Oh, yeah, Wandy, you live in a different part of the world than Wandy. Of course you did. Where's Laitoshi? That's pretty funny, Samuel. Where's Laitoshi? Shaitoshi. I think Shaitoshi's actually trying, It's been a lot of stuff going on. I've been able to get a little bit of inside view of what's going on, so. Chrissy says, China and Russia meeting is just a show pony. China's dependent on global economy for its survival. Any war or sanction on it will cripple it and have 1 billion people toppling communist house. Exactly. People think like we have like division in our country, guys, but in other places, the division is real too, right? Keep that in mind. All I know is don't trust anyone. Take your profits. Yep. That's exactly how I see it. Man, we had Bitcoin thinking about 29K earlier, but now it's taking a little bit of a pullback, right? A little bit of a pull skis. How much water do I drink a day? Well, I don't really have a set goal. I just make sure my pee's like clear a lot of the day or close to that. Yeah, you don't need to drink too much water. Shut up, James. David says Saitama partnership supposed to be officially announced soon. It's just weird that they deleted the tweet, Wabi. But honestly, like when I heard about that, then I heard about the tweet being deleted. I just kind of thought, and I was like, oh, this is just what Saitama does. This is on brand for Saitama. Like this is what they do. This is what and pretty much the last year, the last of 2022 was, and the last few months of 2021 was just all disappointment. So I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? They say you should drink that much, but it depends on your activity level, right? If you're a person who works out a lot or you live in a place that's hot, obviously you got to drink more water. But the best way to pay attention to that is just look at your pee, right? If your pee is like brown or like dark yellow, you need to drink more water. If it's like, somewhere in the middle, you could drink a little more water. If it's like white all the time, like it's like pure water, you could back up off the water a little bit. And more important, not more importantly, but like as important as drinking water is you need to make sure you have salt, right? Salty food, salt intake needs to be higher, right? Not extremely high, but needs to be high so you can retain the water. I remember when I trained in a hot place, like literally like Georgia or somewhere humid in the summer where it's like fucking humid and 100 degrees outside, the crazy, gross, sticky. A lot of guys are drinking a ton of water, but it wouldn't matter because their body's not retaining it because they don't have salt in their food. So salt your food, hydrate, right? Salt your food, hydrate. Yeah, I know Russ Styles. They did scam us, yeah. A Wandy. Dude, you can still internet now. Why you gotta download it? Dylan's. Yeah, we'll see if they'll deliver Dylan's games. That's tough. It's tough. Rodney, why don't you want to tell people? Dude, I made a video about Mononoke Inu, like is dead. Prove me wrong. I don't know when. When did I make that video? Let's see when I made. Let me go ahead and toot my own horn here for a second. When did I make the Mononoke Inu is dead? Prove me wrong. Go on. What was this? Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, I changed my mind. It's a year ago. All right. This is me.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and Mononoke Inu is dead. It's gone in the trash.
Jesus Christ, my sound is so bad. It's an art, it's an art. Guys, we are so close to 150 likes. Jesus Christ.
Dead. What is dead? Dead in Spanish? It's dead, right?
It was dead, right? Am I wrong? Try to toot my own horn. Dude, my sound is so... Why'd y'all let me stream with that terrible sound? What's wrong with you guys? And my hair is probably going to be one color very, very soon. I'm not going to dye it anymore, and I'm going to keep getting it cut, so... High-fat diet, keto diet is the best to prevent all diseases. I mean, we don't know that, Chrissy. A well-balanced diet with lots of fruits, veggies, just whole foods in general, less processed foods is the best diet for you. I know, Sacco. Dead in Spanish, muerte? When we reach 100K subs, it's going to be a while. Maybe Doc Hughes, maybe. It's going to be a while, though, before we hit 100K subs. Like, even maybe I suppose I could buy some, but unfortunately, I made my cryptocurrency channel like after the bull run, so I didn't get the experience like before the bull run and like Shiba Inu hype and stuff like that. But I'll get there. I'm looking to be like a good spot. I'm looking to like have like a good niche and my good little spot in the cryptocurrency world with doing news, You don't have to eat a ton of fruit, Chrissy, but a couple good fruits a day is pretty good. Maybe like an apple, some oranges. Could be feels. Could be. Yeah, exactly. Dude, 100K ain't shit on YouTube. I know so many people have 100K subscribers on YouTube. Like, it's common. I mean, you could pay for it. You could pay for it, but you could pay for subs. People do it all the time. I see people have 100,000 subs and get only like a couple hundred views on a video. It's weird to me, which probably means they paid for them, or people don't really watch them. So, guys, it's almost to 150 likes. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Let's go, Bree. No, Bree. If you keep posting, like you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Bree, like ASMR is such a big thing, and like ASMR is not seasonal like crypto. Like, dude, you're gonna kill it, Bree. Just keep going. Just keep upgrading. Keep making content. You're gonna kill it. Oh, let's go Twitch Radio. No, I'm not gonna hide when the market crashes. Hell no, bro. We're gonna hear streaming every day talking about how awkward it is. You know, nah. Kiwis are so good. I love kiwis. I love kiwis. We're at 140 likes. Let's get to 150. Let's go. Change that Van shirt for a rainbow shirt. 100K in a month. A rainbow shirt that says, I'll try anything once. Let's see if there's any more updates. Watcher Guru has been lacking. What's up, Watcher Guru? Come on, man. I need some news, man. I need some more news, man. Let's see if there's anything in my feed. Come on, man. Taco Bell. Dibs on the taco. Dude, I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time. More Shiba Inu news. Did you guys hear about 6ix9ine got beat up in LA? Damn. Damn, 6ix9ine got. That's how they supposed to treat you. Damn. Damn, 6ix9ine got jumped. Damn, bro. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, it's literally all hyperinflation destroys great nations, right? Kiwis are bomb. What brought down the Roman Empire? Endless wars. Those who don't study history. Yeah, that and inflation, right? And the Germanic tribes, right? When Rodney switched up on putting him on a shirt. All right, guys. But with that, I'm going to be out of here for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to come up with another Shiba Inu video. Maybe get a little late night stream. I do have some sparring tonight, so maybe get a little late night stream today. I'll keep you updated on the inflation numbers on Twitter. We'll react to it tonight. Hopefully, have a nice little pump tonight. That'd be absolutely fantastic to make a stream where we're going absolutely crazy, right? Hell yeah, Bree. Let us know when you post the video. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I do appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you very, very soon. Smash the like button on your way out, baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.